afternoon already. It's Thursday. Uh, Wanted to talk about Sharon and I used to tell a story about Matthew. He was probably about 5 years old, kindergarten. He had just learned to tie his shoes. One morning I went in, he was getting ready for school, and he was sitting on the side of his bed and he was staring at his shoes. So I said, Matthew, what's wrong? Did you forget how to tie them? And he said, no, Dada. And then he looked up at me and he said, am I going to have to do this every day? Now, my gut reaction was just to say, yeah, you are. It's part of growing up. Suck it up, buttercup, and move on. But it was one of those moments when wisdom came from outside of me. And I sat down next to him and I said, Matthew, I think you're thinking about this thing the wrong way. I mean, look at this. You look at those shoes. Those shoes are great. Yeah, and think about how you look when you have them on. And here you are getting ready to tie them to go to school, and you're sitting on your race car bed. And how fast you are when you're wearing those shoes, and how good they look on you. And he agreed that he was fast and that he could probably beat me in a race with his shoes on. So we, went on with our day. Thus endeth the successful parenting moment. They are few and far between, so I take note of them. And the crisis was averted and no more. Well, I was, as Father's Day last week, and I was looking for some stories, and I came across this one, and I was thinking about that moment, and I realized that sometimes I fall into that same trap that Matthew did when he was learning how to tie his shoe. We focus on the wrong things. So many times we focus on the wrong things over and over again. Listen, beloved, I want you to know, God has blessed you immensely over and over with things that we take for granted. We simply don't think about them anymore. And many times we focus on that thing that we don't have, or we can't do, or that someone else is doing and we want to. Well, Paul says that he's learned to be content in any situation. And if you look at his life, he's been through some doozies. So I guess that does that mean that in order to be content, I have to go through shipwrecks, beatings, snake bites, and all those other things? Well, I sure hope not. I guess I would, only if I can't learn from someone else's experiences. But isn't Paul also the one who said this in Philippians 4:8? Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think on these things. So, learning from him, we need to change our perspective and our focus and look at the amazing things that God has given us. Just like Matthew had to switch his perspective on having to tie his shoe every day to the fact that he has these really cool shoes. We have to do the same thing. Life, family, friends, to start. I think if we think on those things and give thanks to God for them, that'll keep us busy for quite a while. So every morning, before you swing your feet around and touch your feet on the floor, after, of course, you tell Alexa to snooze for a couple more times, let's be realistic, focus first on the things that God has given you. The blessings, the good things that you have because of him. And I guarantee you'll have a much better day than if you think about having to tie your shoes every day for the rest of your life. There's another scripture that, is from the words of Paul. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting sands. You want something to be thankful for? Well, that's pretty good to start. God bless you all. Have a great day. We will see you on Sunday.